Thus ends the second bout.
I'm ready.
So am I.
This is the finals. When your
I am Sethos. For many years, we have kept our covenant with Lord Hermanubis. We earnestly sought now. I will.
I am Cyno, General, and you. I think you left some things unsaid. This is a sacred duel.
Everyone. Oh, my but our faith has helped. Times have changed. Then I thought of each boss. I once thought.
I am more than just a warrior. I am my own person.
Exactly. The name Hermanubis has left its mark. So show me your answer, Cyno. Show me I can be more than my fate. Bring it on!
That's all you've got? What happened is searching for your answer.
Fight's over. Do you yield?
You won.
Well then, looks like you found your answer.
I give his glory to you.
I've seen that light. That is the light of our Lord, the great Hermanubis, priest over all other priests. His spirit dwells within that lightning, and his will lives on. Once a warrior of Tynar, he emerged from the barren desert sands to serve the god king Al-Ahmar. After the death of the god king, Hermanubis gathered his followers and the Tynarian priests and led them to the city of Tula. There, they founded the Temple of Silence, and from that day forth, we became stewards of all knowledge that survived from King Deshret's civilization. Barely a century passed before war ravaged the desert. One by one, Eremite leaders took up arms against each other in battles that would devour what little remained of their civilization. Only the wise city of Tula was spared under the guiding hand of the Tynarians. But peace did not last. Coveting the knowledge of King Deshret, the beasts set their eyes on Tule Tula. The king of Gurabad laid siege to the city and ordered the sages to surrender to him the Temple of Silence as proof of his victory. The ruling elite colluded with their oppressors, betraying the temple so as to hold on to their rule over the city. They declared that the knowledge guarded by the temple was the true cause of corruption. These were dark days, and we faced enemies on all sides. Our lord had long since exhausted his strength, keeping the forbidden knowledge introduced by King Deshret at bay. To ensure the temple's continued survival, he broke his being into many pieces and began the ceremony of Hermanubis' legacy, bestowing his power upon his mortal followers. With this power, the temple was able to defeat the tyrant's army. Yet, we were not hailed as heroes. Strange and unfamiliar as this power was, it struck fear into the people's hearts and drove them to reject us. In the end, the people of the temple and the Tule Tula Tainarians left the city for good and made their way to the rainforest. What followed next was inevitable. The elite of Tule Tula fell and were decimated. War engulfed the desert. And we wandered from place to place, always in hiding, all the while keeping close watch over our secrets and staying true to our mission. Betrayal forced us out of the desert and into the forest. Then mistrust drove us from the forest into the desert once more. We have lived in exile for far, far too long. Yet, today, the Temple of Silence has borne witness to the glory of Hermanubis once more. Thank you.
How is it? Do you feel okay?
Grandfather.
Hey, Sethos. You'll get through this.
I know.
I guess you were prepared for this.
Yeah, he's been on death's door for a bit. At least he was able to.
What's next for you?
Per my grandfather's last wishes, the Temple of Silence should submit to whoever possesses the largest number of Hermanubis fragments. That entitles you to be our new leader.
But that's never going to work, as I'm sure you realize. I'm the General Mahamatra. I did foresee this possibility, and I gave it some thought. The fact is, I know next to nothing about the staff, Sethos. I believe the honor should go to you. Were it not for this duel, or indeed if you had other intentions, the Ba fragments would most likely be in your hands by now. I do.
Still, I didn't think Bamoon looked very surprised by the final
Well, in any case, since the Ba fragments are with me now, I guess I can call the shots. Sethos, I would like you to succeed Bamun as the new leader of the Temple of Silence. You are more suited to the role than I, and I have complete
But doesn't that render everything?
No, it doesn't. This experience has allowed us to become friends. That's a much bigger deal than you might think, Sethos. You said yourself, times have changed.
I will try. To be honest,
Actually, part of me wonders whether Bamun's intentions from the very beginning, that way, no matter who won, one of us would have to surrender our Ba fragment and the power of Hermanubis. Had you won, the Temple of Silence would have doubled its strength. And were I to win, he correctly anticipated that I wouldn't suddenly drop everything to become the leader of the temple, much less integrate. He knew that the temple's future would depend not just on the guidance of Hermanubis. His plan meant
and here I thought the General Mahamatra wouldn't care for all these trivial... You're absolutely right. Grandfather and I thank you for everything, Cyno. The Temple of Silence has... But you must be... By the way, Tainari. The story goes that he went on to fight the Tainarians, in all likely...
How fascinating.
I like this story.
Yes.
If it's true,
Someone's got to make... I will make a detailed report. I'm sure you'll have lots to it if we're going to work.
I will. All right.
See you soon. Come hang out with us anytime.